What's going on, fellow gamblers? Welcome back to Straight Betting. Today is Wednesday, November 12th. I got three official picks for today, as usual. And so in this video, just three picks, do a quick little recap. And of course, guys, if you are new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And of course, guys, drop a like down below. It is very greatly appreciated. With that being said, let's get into the recap of yesterday. All right, guys. So YouTube plays went 2-1. Overall, we went 3-2 for plus 0.75 units. First winner was Nurkic over 20.5 points and rebounds. He made us sweat, but he did indeed get there. The Pacers defense looked like absolute dog shit. Nembhard over 22.5 PA, man. He played lights out. I think he had 25 points alone. So played great. Even with foul trouble, man, this Jazz defense is dog shit, especially with Nurkic in there. And then stream play was Cat over 33.5 PR. And holy crap, guys, talk about a sweat, man. I thought it was going to lose to blowout. And then in the fourth quarter, he did absolutely nothing, even though the game got close, but he won on the hook. So thankfully. Two losers, man. RJ Barrett, guys. Good old RJ Barrett. Shot 5 for 21 and had 13 points, 0 for 7 from deep. So feel good about that read, man. Shit like that happens, but man. And then another kind of tough loss, man. Shea to have 30 points and then 6+ rebounds. Shea has 28. Obviously, it's a blowout. Man, Shea is just so consistent with 30 points, man. And the one time I take him, he just falls 2 points short. And he didn't even go for the 30 points, man. Usually he tries to, go try hard for that 30. He deferred to AJ Mitchell on that last possession of the third, and man, that kind of sucks. All right, guys, first official play, man, and let's kick it off with an under. I'm taking Royce O'Neal under 13.5 points and assists. So look, man, Royce is running really hot right now. First of all, he's shooting, I believe, 44% from deep. Look, man, I get that he's an improved three-point shooter and stuff, but I don't think that's going to stick personally. But also, guys, if we go to Props Madness, man, and check this out a little bit, this opponent three-pointers attempted allowed filter, right? And if you hover over this, man, so all Royce does, if you look at his chart, man, all this dude does is shoot threes, whether it's above the break, corner, etc. All this dude does is shoot threes. He doesn't score basically anywhere else. Pelicans allow a ton of three-pointers. Clippers obviously do too. The Warriors don't. He stayed under. Went over against the Spurs on super efficient shooting. Then he played the Jazz, Memphis, the Jazz again, the Clippers. Just a ton of teams, man, that have they just leak threes, man, like nonstop. But if you go to literally just top 20, then you can see he starts to come back down to earth a little bit, going over in 2 out of 4. But guys, the big thing here is the matchup. The matchup is absolutely brutal. Like I said, 67% of his points are coming via spot up. And look at this chart, man. So Dallas is the best defense against spot up. They don't really overhelp a ton. They close out on shooters. They limit the three-point line. Look at where they allow points. It's all coming in the paint, a little bit in the mid-range area, but the threes is basically all red, man. So this is just a brutal matchup. Like I said, I think Royce is running a little bit hot right now. And yes, I will acknowledge that he is in a better situation, right? Like he was playing with Durant and Booker in the past. But if you just go to games with Devin Booker, man, and you do max amount of games, put this thing all the way up, and his points and assists. Okay, geez, he's played a lot of games with Booker. But if you go down to opponent three-pointers attempted allowed, let's go back and find that. And then you put this to bottom 10, right? Obviously, Dallas is brutal. So he's only averaging 10.3 points and assists. And then if we go back to the minute filter and see how many minutes he's playing per 25 minutes, he's been about 28 to 30 minutes in games without or games with Dylan Brooks and without Jalen Green. So when you do the math on that, man, it's around 11.5 points and assists per 28 minutes. And guys, the reason I'm putting assists in there too is we talked about the points, but obviously, guys, Dallas is not allowing assists to the three-point line. Royce, most of his dimes are going to the three-point line. And also, guys, just because he's a spot-up guy, he's not getting plays ran for him. He's just not going to touch the ball a ton here in this matchup, I don't think. All right, guys, second play of the day is going to be Marcus Smart over 1.5 threes. And I got this at plus 138 at Novig. And real quick, guys, so obviously I played the Smart line on Novig. I played that Cat prop from stream last night on Novig. Guys, I placed a good chunk of my bets on Novig, and you should too, because it is a peer-to-peer setup, meaning that there's no limits, there's better odds, and you can also play in states you typically can't, like Texas and California and things to that extent. So if you use the link below in the description, use promo code BETTIN, that's BETTIN, they'll hook you up with $50 after your first $5 bet. So Novig's an asset to begin with, guys. Mostly everyone who does this stuff seriously has Novig. And on top of that, man, they're giving you some money to play with for literally nothing. So guys, this is an absolute no-brainer. Like I said, use code BETTIN, BETTIN, to get that deal. So reasoning on Marcus Smart, guys. OKC, guys, just going to talk some ball for a little bit. OKC is going to absolutely blitz the shit out of Luka. That's what they do, man. They are going to be very, very, very aggressive on Luka, and maybe even Austin Reeves, to be honest, too. They're just going to be incredibly, incredibly aggressive. So if we go to games with Luka and then we go to filters and we filter out the good spot up defenses, so just do like bottom half of the league, right? So OKC is going to leak spot ups. Obviously, already this year, they're allowing the 4th most points per game to spot ups. And obviously, that's going to be a lot of catch and shoot 3 stuff. So look, man, against teams that are like bottom half of the league in spot up defense with Luka, against the Heat, he got up 7 threes in 27 minutes. He got up 7 threes against the Spurs, who aren't even like a crazy spot up funnel, in 34 minutes. And then against the Hornets last game, man, he got up 7 threes once again. So he's going to be the guy that OKC is going to be totally fine leaving Marcus Smart open. He's also just playing good minutes, man. Like, he's a big part of this team. Played 37 minutes against the Hornets, like I said, last game. And that was like with Austin Reeves too. But yeah, guys, in competitive games, I mean, Smart's a big part of this team. Probably have him for around like 36 minutes or 32 minutes or so. And yeah, man, I think that against OKC in this matchup, he should get up like 6 or 7 threes, man. I mean, we're getting like some like crazy plus money on him to hit 2 threes in a matchup with OKC. Like I said, OKC will definitely leave like dicey shooters open as well. I don't hate his points too, but I think that just like getting the plus money, man, Marcus Smart is going to get threes up. All right, guys, third and final prop. I am going with Donovan Clingan over 17.5 points and rebounds. So look, man, this one's pretty simple, dude. So Clingan can be a matchup problem for the Blazers. He can be a liability sometimes in given matchups against teams with like very pick and roll centric offenses who have success doing so. So basically, guys, against like good teams, like against Miami, he only played 21 minutes. I mean, they play at a blazing fast pace. Look, man, teams with like very talented, like stretch big, small ball centers. I don't like the Pelicans are going to play like Looney, Messi, Derek Queen. I don't really think that those guys, even though Queen does look good, I don't see those guys giving him any problems. I think that his drop coverage can be very dominant against a shitty team. That's kind of how it is, man. It's like these like Rudy Gobert, Clingan as centers, they can really dominate against shit teams. So I think that Clingan's minutes are very safe here, man. And I'm not even like over projecting it here. I'm doing with like 20 to 28 minutes, guys. Donovan Clingan just clears this line very, very consistently. 71.4% of games. Cool. A couple other cool little things for when we're looking at props madness. Obviously, guys, the Pelicans are a very poor rebounding team. They allow the 6th most rebounds. So if we just do like bottom half of the league, or let's just take out top 10 rebounding defenses, right? That seems fair enough. And we got to go back and to the minute filter, 20 to 28. But then if we also go to opponent points in the paint right here and take out bottom 10 paid defenses as well. As you can see, man, very consistent, going over in 11 out of 13 games. Pelicans points in the paint allowed is going to be 22nd, so 9th most. Look at the restricted area stuff. Obviously, guys, Clingan scores 71% of his points in the restricted area. Pelicans allow the 7th most points there as well. Scroll down a little bit more, man. Cuts to the basket is how he scores a lot. Obviously, guys, cuts are going to happen in the restricted area, so that's good. Putbacks, the Pelicans allow the 3rd most points per game to putbacks, another good little tidbit. And then, guys, if we just go to like click on Clingan's assists, and we're going to lose this here, but Pelicans allow a fair bit of assists too. They're below average in that. Obviously, guys, Clingan's buckets are going to be assisted if they're not putbacks, so you like to see that as well. Honestly, man, I don't really have much else to say. I think that obviously Clingan is pretty consistent when he gets the minutes. See no reason for him to not get the minutes. Think he can dominate this matchup down low against Looney, who will just be posted up down low. Should be in good rebounding position against Messi. He'll be able to overpower him. Same with Derek Queen. Think he'll be able to overpower him, and the minutes should be good here. So big fan of Clingan over 17.5 points and rebounds. All right, guys, as always, thank you for tuning in. I will be live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time tonight with A1 Fantasy. So if you guys are in the Twitter sphere, A1's a pretty big guy on Twitter, very sharp bettor, and super excited to chop it up with him. So make sure you tap in at 6:30. And of course, guys, make sure to like and sub on your way out, and I will catch you guys next time.